Welcome to the show. We got a new podcast episode with Kota, and he is a part of the new Schemaposse. The New Age is their new album release, and honestly, I listened to it about 5 times. Album of the year contender, and
it's dope.
Yeah, they're bringing it back. You were on 2 songs on the album, and it had like a good. There's so many new members, and what I was noticing about the members is that many of them are from different areas around the earth, and they represent many different styles. Like Sempra, he's from New Zealand, and you're based out of Atlanta, right?
Close to Atlanta, yeah, not too far from Atlanta.
Yeah. So let's just talk about because obviously Schema was popular like a couple years ago on its own with the different amount of members as it is now. But how did you get in contact with Jgrxxn and be a part of this new booming?
Man, that's the crazy thing. Man, I've been following Jgrxxn for a while, and just because I was heavily into like Lil Peep and all that shit, and I was following him for a while, and then he posted this one thing about listed all the different Schemaposse guys, and then it was like more TBH or TVA or whatever, and I tagged my manager in the post because he had a song linked to it, and the song sounded like something that I had on my EP that I was gonna drop that I haven't dropped yet.
Rugrats?
No, not that one. I haven't dropped this one.
I
was like, this one's gonna be on my EP, and I decided not to release that one yet. And I tagged my manager in it, and then probably a week later, Jay had hit me up, said he liked my shit or listened to my shit, and then video chatted me. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah, but he's a guy, and he's worked with 3-6 Mafia, that's a guy.
Oh yeah.
He knows prestigious people in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm eternally grateful for that, because man, I've been listening to this Schemaposse shit for a minute, or at least following a few people out of the group, and just
Craig.
knowing all the new people and all the old people, just going and listening to all their shit and just being man, it's just nostalgic for me, I feel like.
Yeah, because it was that booming era when the music that was mostly enjoyed was the music that was being enjoyed at the time, the 2014 to 2016, that era, that was mostly released was very independent music. Nobody was listening to those. No disrespect to radio people, a lot of people like the radio, but a majority of the music people were banging at, and just playing at parties were SoundCloud songs. So it just shows that beautiful era, and even Dat Piff, I love that shit. And they were Schema was at the forefront of that. They were part of that, and it's just
oh yeah,
for sure. So your manager on Instagram, it just says G Williams. How'd you get to meet your manager and all that?
I used to do a bunch of what do you call those, artist showcase deals where you pay $25, $50, $100, whatever, to perform a few songs in front of blah blah so and so. And I played this one show, and he was actually the promoter for the show. And then after the show, he came up to me and said he liked my shit and all that. And I didn't really use his service. I actually ended up using CSP Music Group out of Atlanta. And that was a terrible decision. I paid them over $3,200.
Damn.
I got nothing from that.
Dang.
And I got some few lousy pictures. But then I was like, man, I really need a manager, because I've got so much going on. I got t-shirts, and I want shows, and I want this, and I want that done, and I want that done. And you can't get it done by yourself. You need somebody help. All this, you need somebody to help.
Yeah, manage the non-artistic things, the ones that they get you to be able to present that art. You know what I mean? For sure.
Even down to videographers or photographers. All my videographers and photographers have been through G Williams. And all my shows recently have been because we got one on the 31st. All of it's just been G Williams.
Nice, yeah. So seems like a very helpful guy, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So and he's on your obviously in your Instagram bio if anybody's interested. I don't know, checking them out or anything. But so Schema's in the South on
Yeah,
Halloween. That's coming up.
yeah.
What
It's gonna
songs are
be
you gonna
wild, man.
perform there?
I'm actually gonna do some older stuff, and I'm gonna do some newer stuff too that you haven't heard. It's just gonna be a whole lot of mixture stuff. I'm trying to get like my. It's not gonna be a whole lot of like soft songs for me. I've got a lot of soft songs, but it's gonna be more heavy shit.
Yeah, you're very good at differentiating your voice tones. You're very good at changing the way your voice sounds in a song. Like you have a very soft tone of voice, and then you just switch it, and you have this real
Yeah,
raspy ass, or like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you're good at
yeah,
yeah. And like a good example of that is "Judge Me," which is probably one of my favorite songs of the year. It's probably top 3 in your
yeah.
songs. I mess
Appreciate
with
it.
that. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So like, do you go into like songs like one of my favorite songs? Probably my yeah. This is my favorite. This is the workout song off of the new Schema album. And that's let me find it. It's the new Posse. Like, dude, that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
adrenaline,
New Posse's awesome.
and it
I
released
love
like
that shit.
prior to the album coming out, and like it probably has every member, but like Lil Zav, he was on it, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty fire, but like he doesn't have a but Sempra, dude.
Now,
Anyways,
Lil Zave's dope.
Zave,
I got some Lil Zave's stuff I just made last night. I'm gonna send it to him today. But that
nice,
one's gonna be like, man, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna put people in their feelings.
nice. Yeah, he was like he's the first verse on that. It goes right into Sempra, dude. He's insane. Just the way
Yeah,
Sempra.
yeah. Simper is crazy, man. He's got some real dope shit, and he's popping off. He just got like 20K monthly listeners. That's dope.
Yeah.
21K, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, for sure. And now I want to talk about this one because this has been a real issue for me lately. But I feel like I don't know. I want to hear your perspective on it, and it's the balance between personal life and creating life. Has that ever been a struggle for you, or have you been
Man,
getting better at it?
um, it's hard, honestly. Getting like becoming, I guess, how you say that? Joining Schema Posse, like at whatever invitation to be in Schema Posse.
The
Uh,
initiation.
yeah, initiation, I guess you want to call it that. It was kind of just like a foot in the ass to like make more music. I was making a bunch of music, but I was only putting out like 5 songs every like 2-3 months, so it wasn't like a bunch of songs. And then like after the first month, your music kind of like dies down. People don't listen to it as much. Like
Yes,
the
when you
next
start,
month.
or like as you're like releasing so much, and then just the moment you stop, it's just like nobody's
Oh
really.
yeah, then people just forget about you because like I mean I used to, well, before the whole algorithm thing on Instagram, I used to get way more likes and comments and all that shit. But yeah, man. What the fuck were we talking about?
Just like talking about like the balance between personal life and creative life, and how like as soon as you got into
Oh
Schema, you were like it just started making you like your work ethic boomed. It sounded like you were talking about.
yeah, it did, but it affects my home life too, and all that, because like I've got 2 kids and I love my kids, but finding a balance between my children and music is like real hard. So I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Um, because I just been, my kids go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and that gives me from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning to work on things, and then I got 4 hours to sleep, and then back at it. You know.
Back at it. Yeah. Like yeah, that sounds interesting because like it's just hard for me to balance like I'm late at night editing something, or for you it would probably be that mixing something late at night or recording something
Oh
late at
yeah.
night. Or do you have a home studio, or do you go to a studio?
I have a buddy I have a few studios that I go to, but like I usually just do my stuff in my house, especially if like I'm not trying to spend like a bunch of money or anything.
Damn
I just do
hourly
it
fees,
myself.
I've seen them before. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
yeah. So let's talk about a couple songs that you've had, and I just want to talk about a couple collaborations you've done, such as South Bandito. His sounds very different from you, but you actually had a surprisingly good chemistry on Cemetery Ride. So how'd you link up with South
Man,
Bandito?
um, I actually through G Williams that same exact show the first show that I played with G Williams at his little artist showcase. I met South Bandito and he was lit. Yeah, first thing he said, tripped me out. First thing he said, he got on the mic and he was like, "I'm out on bond." I was
Yeah,
like, "Yeah."
yeah,
Oh man, it was pretty good.
yeah.
But
Nice.
I actually ended up doing a song with him. It didn't tag me in it on. He's got to fix his distro kid, but it didn't tag me as one of the artists that because I've got another song with him. It's called "Walk Up in a Bank" and it's pretty fire. It's good. It's
Is
probably
it
some
out
of my
yet,
best.
or is it not out?
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah. That came out before Cemetery Ride. That's a.
back
I mean, it came
then?
out probably the beginning of the year. I think the beginning of this year.
Yeah, and also like in 2017, you have a couple of songs that were released, but they're not out now. Did you just really change them because your sound is different back then, or like, why'd you remove them or something?
I'm I guess I mean everybody's still learning a little bit
That's
in
true.
some aspect, but I'm learning how to like do my own music, and I've been recording myself for probably about 3 years now, and that was like right at the beginning. So those songs weren't they could have been done better, and I've released like there's 20 songs that I've released that I've taken off just because of I didn't feel comfortable with the mix, or I'm like I'm not happy with the song anymore. I can't even listen to it, so I deleted it. And some of those songs might come back because I've had a lot of people hit me up and be like, "Yo, man, I used
Yeah.
to listen to that song all the time, and now I don't have it." I'm
Yeah, I
like,
was
okay,
talking with this guy, City Toxin, and he was like, "Yeah, I have a couple songs that I released a while back, but now I'm gonna remaster them for my new like project or something, and just maybe redo them or something." Like, I
yeah,
don't know. I get what you mean by that. Like,
it's not
yeah,
really reusing that. Those songs didn't get justice. You know what I mean? They didn't get the
yeah,
proper, exposure because of the production, or people didn't hear it the way I was hearing it at the time, or some of those songs people like, and I've had multiple people hit me up about a couple same songs, and I agree with them. I should re-release them, but I'm going to remaster them and make them sound way better than they were.
yeah. Cause like whenever I start, cause creators we start many different type of things. Like when I started, like when you start something, you're so anxious that you release anything without even checking up on it. Like you don't like play through it again for like a video that I
Yeah.
want to make. You don't play through it from beginning to end. Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, I have a process now. Then back in 2017, 2018, when those songs were released, I didn't really have the same process as I do now. Or I have a lot more stringent process now, where I'm listening to it on 3 or 4 different sets of headphones. I'm listening to it on studio monitors. I'm listening to it in my car a couple times, on my phone a couple times,
Yeah,
just so I can. If it sounds good in all of the above, then it should be a good mix. But like that's my process now. Then I was like, studio monitors sound good, let's run it.
just put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so how was performing at the Wave show? I saw some videos of
Um,
that.
I did a couple wave shows, or I think two or three wave shows. Um, Man, they're pretty cool. They're like it's like an underground type thing where it's just a house party, like a straight house party, and it's just random people's houses. And sometimes it's like real nice setup, and sometimes it's just like real close. But when it's real close, it gets real wild because yeah, there's only 30 people in that house, but that's 30 people like bunched up next to each other, just like real tight.
No
Um,
seats or anything like that. They're just all just
yeah, no shit like that. Just speakers, a mic, and people.
yeah.
Man, those were good times.
Yeah, that was about like maybe how long was that ago? Like last year or something, like 2019 or something.
I think the beginning of last year is when I did the last wave show.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And obviously your most recent single, Retroville, and that was with Cold Blooded. He's another Schema member, Um,
Yeah.
he's fire.
OG.
Where's he coming from? Will he be at the Schema in the South, or is he from somewhere
Oh
else?
no, he's out in L.A.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, He's out there in Cali.
Yeah.
But he's an OG schemer. He's like, man, he's got some fire ass shit. I've watched, like, went back and watched some of the videos he's got, and dude's got bars for days.
Where is like Jgrxxn located though? Like, where is he based? Like,
At like near LA.
yeah, cause he had
LA.
this one show playing. I just saw posted, and it was like this song on this thing in Melrose. Like, yeah, maybe one day when I'm ever in LA, I'll check out a Jgrxxn show. I don't know, but yeah. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll vlog. I vlog a lot. Like, I'll be in the, like, I do interviews with people like locally in the Delaware area, which is where I'm based at, Delaware near Philly, and I'll interview someone at their studio. I'll just vlog them like recording a song and shit. Like, yeah. So, what's your favorite? This is kind of off topic kind of thing, but like, what's your favorite YouTuber or podcaster?
YouTuber or podcaster? Man, I don't even really watch. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube. The only YouTube I watch is just like music videos. As for podcasters, I'm gonna have to shout out fucking Cloud Kill, because they've been just pushing out Schemaposse stuff all day, and I love it. I love seeing people that are just gung ho for this, because we've got some crazy talent.
You do,
And
like, you're like
everybody is dope.
yeah,
Everybody
like
has
Fake
their own
Out.
little
That's
version.
like your song that with
Yeah.
Sam Go Hard. And that's
And
your name. He did go hard. Like,
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sam absolutely lives up to his name. That dude goes hard.
yeah.
And I've got another song with Sam, and that I'm trying to do with AOZ right now, because we're all going to be at the show. We'll see if we can drop that night. You know,
That'd be cool dropping at the same time as the show. But like night June, John, I don't know, but that was like fire.
we're dropping a schema tape on Halloween.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
like,
bro.
we're dropping a schema tape.
I'll review it on my next podcast, because I have a podcast where I do music reviews. I was gonna review the New Age, but like, I think it was like at a time where something else drops, and I gotta limit the amount of things that I review. But like, it's, I don't know. I might review it anyways. Like, it's just, I don't know. One day I'll do a tier list of all the things y'all will release.
Man, that tape, the New Age tape is dope. But I mean, we've already started. We've got like all the producers like working on the second album, or the Halloween release, and then there's gonna be an alt tape, like an alternative tape, where
mainly like like rock based kind of.
it kinda it'll be like T-Rex and Akatami and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah, they did the more what were they? They were on the Deadline thing. They did Deadline, yeah. DJ V Siren, that he is he like who? Wait, also, yeah, I have a question about New Posse. Who produced that? Because that was like that beat. It's like adrenaline. It's like watching Mad Max.
That was a Mr. Cisco beat. That was a Sco beat, and Jgrxxn, they like co-produced that, I believe.
Yeah, like Jgrxxn, he produced 66.6 syllables, if I'm correct. Because that's like my favorite song of his ever. Is 66.6 syllables. That's insane. With Xavier Wolf on that one. Damn.
Yeah. You should listen to On a Fifth. On a Fifth from Jgrxxn. That's like my favorite song. That shit is fire. Stupid good.
Yeah. So, you said you had an EP coming out. You're the last project that I see on Apple Music is the Rugrats one. And so what's the next EP going to be like? Is it any songs previously released, or is it going to be all new things?
I have to re-release. Well, I'm actually gonna just re-release "See You at My Funeral" on Spotify. I did a promotion for my Spotify, and they said it was like real listeners, but it wasn't, and it got my album kicked off of Spotify. That's why Rugrats isn't on Spotify.
Damn.
But I'm just gonna re-release "See You at My Funeral" because that's like on my Apple like artist account. That's the one that's mainly jumping. So we're gonna put that one on. And I got the music video to that one out already too.
Yeah, yeah. So I got a really interesting question for you. Would you rather make a short amount of money over a long period of time off of many small underground hits, or a huge amount of money off of one hit at one time?
I think probably a couple hits. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, 'cause that's cool. Like like them Jack Harlow people. I love Jack Harlow, and I've been listening to him for a while. But people won't, they look at him like, oh, that's that what's popping guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I don't want to be categorized to one of my songs. Like, just say like, if Retroville was the one that made me famous or whatever, I wouldn't want that to be my only popular song. So I'm gonna strive for better.
Yeah.
That's a good song, but it's not. I mean, it's not my style. We were just trying something new, and it worked out pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
Because like, neither one of us make music like that, but we decided to like, man, it's like a pop trap country song almost. I mean, it's wild.
I saw a comment on one of your things, and they said he should be a lead singer in a band.
yeah, I used to be. Yeah.
For real?
I used to be. Back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh yeah, I got another question about bands. What's your favorite band prior to the 2000s?
Prior to 2000s, like before 2000?
Yeah, just before 2000. I mean, if you got new bands that you mess with, you can talk about them. But I thought, what do you think?
Before 2000s, probably like Alice in Chains and Deftones and Korn, Marilyn Manson. That's pretty much what I was raised on, was like Korn and Marilyn Manson and like 3-6 Mafia and shit like that.
Dude, the 3-6 Mafia's like influence. Many of today's songs on the charts are influenced by that 3-6 Mafia. Like,
oh yeah,
it's their influence cannot be denied. Juicy's influence cannot be denied. I mean, look at
it's everywhere.
Yeah, like I listened to Tear the Club Up. That's like my favorite song of theirs. And the amount like that the sampling, like that beat pattern, that percussion pattern is used in so many songs. And like, speaking of that sound obviously come from the South, but the Atlanta sound is the Atlanta has been the most influential city in terms of hip hop for this decade. Let's just say that.
Memphis is coming hard with it.
Memphis too, yeah, that's where 3-6 obviously originated from. But in terms of like, people like Young Thug, Lil Baby, Gunna, coming from Atlanta, like, what's your favorite Atlanta rapper that you'd say? Like Atlanta, Gucci. Yeah.
Look, I'm a Gucci baby. I like from middle school to probably like 10th, 11th grade. I was like, if I didn't have Gucci on the CD, I didn't want the CD. Like,
yeah.
Gucci was like all I listened to.
So I assume you listened to the Chief Keef and Gucci collaboration, which is dude. What was that one song?
I was just talking about Chief Keef the other day because he's got a song with NLE.
Shot of Full Floor.
Yeah. Shot of Full Floor. That shit's dope.
NLE's NLE's new album was fire.
No, it was. Man, it was good as shit.
Even though he's about to change his music style up, I still really like his music though. Yeah, and like you remember did you hear the song on the new album, the Who the Fuck Up in My Trap?
Yeah.
the horns playing, like, it was reminding me of like early Waka Flocka, like that Flockavelli type of sound.
Yeah.
That Grove Saint Party, that I go hard in the paint, you know what I mean, that song.
Yeah.
That song you played when playing basketball or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, can't deny the South's influence on the game right now. Yeah, well, let me just find some questions. Who was a clown for Halloween last year?
Who was a clown for Halloween?
Last year.
last year. Who was a clown for Halloween last year?
You were.
And I was Bahamut last year.
Oh, that's. I just saw the makeup in the old picture, and I was like, oh shoot, that guy was a clown last year for Halloween.
Oh, not that year. That's actually an old picture. I think it's that was from 2017, I think, or 18, where I had like, it was like Jester, and I had like the white contacts.
Oh,
and,
that's
like,
cool. But
yeah.
what do you plan on being this year? Besides performing, like, are you gonna wear a costume, or are you just gonna like perform?
I'll probably like throw in some contacts and say I'm the Crow or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll probably be what happens.
Dude, that new music video though for Judge Me, that was a good one. And
Yeah.
the video was shot. You were just like getting a tattoo, that ivory tower tattoo in Statesboro.
Yeah.
Was it hard to say your lyrics while you were like getting tatted, or was it just like you're just sitting back?
I'm not even gonna trip. I'm like the biggest bitch when it comes to tattoos. I have a ton of tattoos like all over, like everywhere, man. But I just like, this is actually the first time that I've used the numbing cream. But like, I had to use the numbing cream. I was like, you gotta put numbing cream on because I'm not gonna be able to do my lyrics while I'm getting tattooed, because that shit is already on your stomach. It hurts really bad, and on your ribs, like especially, that hurts.
That's
really
hilarious.
bad. I was like, nah, we gotta put some numbing cream on. And I actually got there late. I forgot what I was doing, but I got there late, but so did the camera guy, so it was all good. But we had to wait an hour and a half before we can film anything, because we're just waiting on my shit to like numb in, or like get numb before she gives me a tattoo.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wait.
But
Does it like settle in or something?
yeah, it's gotta like settle in and all that. But then at the end of the tattoo, the numbing cream starts to fade away because she's constantly wiping it off. And man, it started hurting by the end of it. I was like, look, we're just gonna not do any more clips from here on.
No
That's
second,
why, like,
no second take.
Yeah, by the end of the video, we were just like, all right, we're just gonna roll with you in the hallway.
yeah, just relax. Yeah, I bet that probably hard. I mean, I've never gotten a tattoo, but I know a couple people that have gotten tattoos and stuff, and like, I bet like the more you get, it sounds like even though you got a lot, you're still getting used to it and shit. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, like I just got my hand done a couple months ago, and man, them fingers, like that pinky, hurt so bad. I was like, Jesus.
I saw a chart on Instagram, and it was like chart of sensitive areas, chart of non-sensitive areas, or something like that. And there's like certain areas like red. I don't know. It's just yeah.
Oh yeah, I got my armpit done in Japan when I lived in Japan.
You lived in Japan?
Yeah, I lived there. I lived in Japan for almost 3 years. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force for a while.
That's cool. Japan, man. Yeah. Were you, was it like Tokyo, or was it like at a base?
Yeah, well, I was at a base in Tokyo, or Fusa, Tokyo, which is like right outside of downtown Tokyo. About an hour, close to an hour down. Tokyo's huge. But yeah, we're just like on the outskirts of Tokyo. But yeah, I was an aircraft mechanic for the military for a while, and then got hurt and got out.
So, in high school, what would your playlist have looked like?
Probably a lot of Gucci Mane and a lot of Marilyn Manson. Probably some Attila, a lot of Attila. Attila and Periphery, because I think Periphery was just starting to be a real good thing. And then, man, Born of Osiris too. I used to be real into like real heavy stuff, and yeah, Born of Osiris and Whitechapel and stuff like that was stuff I would listen to. Besides like Gucci Mane and 3-6 Mafia, my playlist was all over the place. I even in high school, I did like cover shows and stuff to like make money on the side, and I would just be me on the acoustic, just playing like random shit. It'd be like 3 Doors Down or like random.
So you like did shows out of your school, like you were like
Oh yeah.
charted. You
I
did
mean,
cover bands. You know guitar? Do you know how to play guitar and stuff, or?
yeah. I play guitar, drums, bass, a little like enough keyboard to produce, but not like keyboard. Some of these dudes on the keyboard are insane.
Would you say you produce a majority of your beats you're using now, or are you starting to dive into more territory and select other producers?
I'm actually, man, since I joined Schema, I'd only done 2 songs with someone else's beat before Schema, and like literally like 98% of my songs were my beats. Everyone on Rugrats is all my beats. Everything before pre-Rugrats was my beats. Everything on Spotify now is my beat except for this last Cold Blooded song that was a sumo beat.
Was Judge Me your beat?
Yeah, Judge Me was my beat.
So you did the guitar on that, because that was like the highlight for me of that song, and also your
Yeah.
flow in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole like the been a while since, like, I like that, but yeah. So in terms of freestyles, are you a freestyle, or are you more of a writer when it comes to your music?
Man, I'm a little bit of both. I freestyle when I'm really drunk or really high, and that's about the extent of that one.
Because you gotta have the audacity to potentially say something stupid.
Yeah, or I'll be like in my car, like drive. If I'm in my car driving by myself or something, I'll do some freestyle and shit. And like that's where I come up with like most of my hooks is like in my car just listening to beats.
Yeah. Get a playlist of like, I want this beat, I want that beat. And I also have a question. How's the Taco Bell you're eating?
Man, this Taco Bell is
It's hitting
it's
different.
hitting. Yeah, I usually get like either like what is it, the hot sauce or the Diablo sauce, but they have neither. They only have fire sauce today, which I don't know how Taco Bell runs that sauce. It's gotta be a whole room full of
Stock
that
them shits now. If you're listening, like, you know what I mean?
shit.
Desperate artists out here.
Yeah, we're trying to get our Taco Bell and not to get our order fucked up. I swear to God, every time I go to Taco Bell, they fuck my order up. Or they'll ask you at the drive-thru, they're like, "You want any sauce? What kind of sauce?" And I'll be like, "A fuck ton of hot sauce." Like I'll say like a literal fuck ton of hot sauce, and I'll get to the window, and she's like, "Here you go," and there's like 2 sauces.
Yeah. shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. If you would have said
Yeah.
a couple of hot sauces, they would have give you one.
She acting like she's paying for them. I was like, damn, this is like her personal stash of hot sauce or some shit.
Yeah, maybe she's the manager or something. She's like, man, I don't know, but like, yeah.
And then last time they didn't cut my quesadilla, bro. How you seen their quesadillas? They're like, you know, a half circle pretty much. How the hell are you gonna eat all that shit just walking like that? No pieces or nothing like that. I was like, it's
Yeah.
shitty.
So yeah. So like I'm gonna keep it honest with you. When I go for like Mexican, I mean I respect Taco Bell, but I like going for like the ma and pa's, the trailers by the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? And they got the glass bottles of Coke there. Bro, I fuck with them heavy. You like, yeah.
The best Mexican food I've ever had was in downtown Tokyo. It was like right next to this little hookah place, or it was like in Roppongi Hills. It's like the fancy side of town, and like I went there. I was like, shit, Mexican restaurant. I've been in Japan for a while and hadn't eaten Mexican restaurant. I hadn't even seen Mexican restaurant. I was like, hell yeah.
You're having sushi every day right there.
Yeah, that and curry.
Yeah, people gotta realize that. I'm surprised curry would be in Japan. I thought that was only in the Middle Eastern areas.
No, if you go to LA, they have a restaurant that's all over Japan. It's called Koko Ichibanya, or it'll say Coco's, and it's Japanese curry, and it's so good.
Oh, so curry's not restricted to one country. You know what I mean?
No.
Just like
Japanese curry is the shit.
Yeah. So yeah, people gotta realize the Chipotle and Taco Bell aren't the only place to get Mexican food, guys.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure, man.
It's just like how the radio or the charts aren't the only way to get music. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of popular music now could be compared to fast food, and I like to look at these underground guys and respect the underground because they put a lot of heart into this stuff, even though the views might be not as big as you know, Travis Scott or any of them. Respect to Travis Scott, respect to people like Young Thug, but take some time to check out the local guys. You know, if you're listening to, you know, a buddy at your school or work or something making music like this guy right here. Links below, by the way. Yeah. So anything else you want to cover before we end the show?
Shit. Shout out Schemaposse. Shout out this New Age tape. Shout out this Schemaposse in the South. Show
Links below.
DM me. Hit me up.
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.